Hello and welcome to a brand new episode. Today is a special episode dedicated to a very generous donator who watches the channel. So thank you, Dark Mage Reborn. You are very cool, and yeah, thought I'd make him this video because I asked what he wanted to see. So here we go. Here's a Sheoldred build, Sheoldred the Apocalypse. You've probably seen him before, very powerful. The one caveat I had when making the build is I'm not going to use the 2-hit combo, and that's the Peer into the Abyss, draw half, lose half your life. This is a 2-hit combo with Sheoldred, and I repeat, I will not be using that because it's just boring to me and I don't need it to win. Just don't need it. The deck is a life gain premise, so loads of ways to synergize with life gain. One of the things we will be using, however, is Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. So we'll be trying to push the draw agenda, keep drawing, gaining life, and then basically killing them that way. It's by all means you can build a deck and put the combo on yourself, but I just thought it'd be good to get actual games because I think a lot of people probably see Sheoldred and then probably auto concede because if you can get Sheoldred out and then turn 7, Peer into the Abyss, you've won the game. But this is a lot more grindy, a lot more fun. Tendrils of Agony is a nice way to do it as well because we've got the Ether Flux with the Ballister Citadel synergy, which, as you know, you've seen the channel, does the job, but it's just a lot more than 2 pieces. It takes a lot more work. You've got Invoke Despair, which is a really, really awesome quadruple black spell, which is, you don't really see people play that often, but beautiful artwork for a start, and so powerful, having 3 sacrifice abilities in a row there, essentially. Hard free opponent to get back from. The deck list will be in the description below, so check it out. Yeah, it's really fun, and you know what, you don't need any combos. You can just probably build a mid-range control style deck with this and just go wild anyway. So give it a go. She's so OP, it really is. Just being able to gain life for doing what you were going to do anyway is crazy. As I said, deck list below. Give me a like, subscribe to help the channel. Check out the Ko-fi donations page. You can donate as little as you want, even £1 really helps. And check out my Twitter as well if you want to support me that way. So let's get into the gameplay. And thanks again, Dark Mage Reborn, for being such a cool person. Thank you. Okay, so I will have to add this bit of data here for you. If you do use this deck, apparently you keep coming across Corvolds, and I don't know why that is. There's something about the cards in the deck, so just keep that in mind. If you hate facing Corvold, then maybe don't use this deck as is. Maybe change a few things around, but there's something in the deck algorithm that's making me face Corvold. But let's see how we do. We've got the Gleaming Barrier, which is nice with the tower because it gives us together 3 extra mana, which is pretty cool. Once upon a lifetime. And a Lannery Storm, so that's annoying because they're still going to be able to attack and get mana. I'm not happy about that. I am not happy about that at all. They can sacrifice this to give it +1 power and maybe combine it with something else, but what is going on here? Holding priority before damage step. Seems weird. But lack of predation. Maybe we look in the hand here before we go for the tower. Or maybe we keep it back. I think we have to kill the Lannery Storm, don't we? And since this doesn't kill their general, let's use this now to kill the Lannery Storm. Because Corvold is a dragon, you see. And then we can use Cling to Dust later on. Yeah, we have to exercise a bit of patience here because we don't know what they're trying to explode into. Glittering Stockpile. Okay, that ramps them into big stuff. Okay, so now I'm happy to exile the Once Upon a Time to draw a card. Land is always fine. Now they do have 3 cards in hand, so I am curious here. What have we got working with? Spit Flame, Stimulus package. 4 damage, that doesn't really... I think we get rid of the stimulus package. And then go for the tower. So we could just kill the Black Market Tycoon. No, I'm fine. I'm happy to wait. I need to use the Feed the Swarm on the Corvold. Heartless Act, that is annoying as well, yeah. That's going to be able to deal with our Sheoldred if we ever get her out. So the Black Market Tycoon deals 2 damage for each treasure they control, so I kind of don't mind them having this. Maybe it would have been okay to have the stimulus package, but... Interesting. Let's see what they sack here. They get rid of a treasure. I mean, that's the very thing that means they can cast Corvold again, so I'm actually not bothered about that, to be honest. Kill the Goose. Sacking, drawing more cards. Yikes. I guess they're digging for a land. Interesting. So what we need to do first is definitely feed the Swarm on the Corvold, which does hit us for 5. Which is irritating. And so we can go for the Dread Presence. They will kill. Maybe we just go for Sheoldred first. Sheoldred will force their hand. But the thing about Dread Presence is he's got longevity, so let's think about how much mana we've got here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we can actually do the Thought Seize as well. And the Thought Seize can take away the kill spell. Let's just hope they don't have 2 kill spells. Yeah, we're good. So we got rid of the Heartless Act. They're going to take 2 for the Tycoon and 2 when they draw. This is really keeping them in check. The only annoying thing now is that we don't have another kill spell for Corvold, but they only have 4, 5, 6 mana. So now we need to draw another Swamp and then play it with Dread Presence to kill the Goose. Old Rutstein, okay. Let's see. And Nebraska. Damn. They played a lot of stuff this turn.
Only alive for alive.
Okay, so we actually got the God draw there. We got the Dread Presence. Swamp, kill the Goose. It's actually pretty good. That's actually probably like the best case scenario, and we can even, if we get desperate, we can use Live Fast, but I think we're just going to swing in at Vraska first. It's unlikely that they block. Oh, they choose to block. That's really weird considering that that gives them so much value. Yeah, so maybe I should have, knowing that they had that, maybe it was a good idea to go for the Live Fast, but we can still do this on our next turn. Kalane. So they do want to... they're really gunning for this Vraska plus ability, aren't they? But the thing is, if they keep sacking things, then... Oh my god, how many blockers, man. That is actually ludicrous. Sacrificing something else? Wow, okay. They will lose life for that as well. Up to 8. This is getting scary though. Not happy about this. Oh, they're getting really aggressive. Guardian Idol. I think first thing we do is we want to draw. So Soul Shatter just deals with the Vraska, I think. So I think what we will do is we'll swing in first, which means they lose a blocker, and then we go for the Soul Shatter afterwards, because This way we can get 2 things out of them rather than just 1. Yeah, you see? A lot more effective. And also, because of this, they now can't cast their Corvold because they got really greedy. So the alternate scenario there was... Oh, they can still make a treasure. Okay. Okay, fair enough then. But if they do go for the Corvold here, they'll lose something else. And actually, Sheoldred's really great against Corvold because whenever they draw, they take 2. And they're on 9. And now they're in deep trouble because Invoke Despair is just going to kill them, I think. Wow, they are really, really pushing their luck with this ability to draw. What? Damn, down to 5. So if I kill the Corvold, that'd be great. Yeah, they just... There's nothing they can do there, is there? Damn, that was freaking powerful. I didn't even do much for sure. She just sat still. We go first against MC Bescheiden. And it seems okay. The Bajuka Bog is weirdly the reason I want to keep this hand. Because she gets +1/+0 for each instant and sorcery in the graveyard. But the thing is, we didn't get this later on. So actually, it was pointless. But yeah, oh well, maybe there'll be a way to return this to hand and replay it. But I want to get turn 2 Mind Stone so we can triumph the Real. Also, Sheoldred against this deck will be amazing because whenever they discard, they draw more cards. And whenever they draw more cards, Sheoldred smacks them in the face. I feel like they've got Spell Pierce because there was priority held when I cast in Mind Stone. So they are holding mana up for our Sheoldred in our next turn. But we're not going to cast Sheoldred. So they can suck a lollipop for all I care. Okay, so neither of us casting anything. That's great. If they go for a red source, they might go for a... Yeah. Okay, so they don't have a red source. They don't have any tomato ketchup. Go on, play an enchantment. So we can get rid. This is weird. There's actually no Farrakers in the game. There's Farrakers in Commander. She's the green-black god, but you can use her almost said librarian card there. You can use Farrakers library card. So they're looking for a red source, sure. So this might mean that they have another way to deal with Sheoldred. And I don't want to sack the Mind Stone because we're getting close to the Ugin Levy. So here's an interesting fact. If Sheoldred was out there, they would have taken 6 damage. Hermit Man. Okay. So now... Oh my god. Exquisite Blood. Do we go for the blood first? I think we go for the blood first because it's also a better use of the mana. And blue-red... How are they going to deal with enchantments? I mean, they can bounce it, I suppose, can't they? Also, if you're wondering why my voice sounds different, it's because I got a sore throat. By the way. Did they not get another red source? That would be weird. They discarded a red card, so that would suggest so. If they tap out, it's just glory because we get to... Invoke Despair. So they did get a tap red source. So now they might just pass and leave up counter magic. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just pass. We've built like a pseudo control anyway. We could draw the end of their turn. We can kill stuff. Yeah, you got to be patient against blue. This is why resolving Exquisite Blood was great. See, they had a counter spell. So if we had done a tap out play, we would have been punished there. I really need them to tap out though, so we can actually... Oh my god, they discarded Ominous Seas. See, you can tell they really care about drawing, and they probably discarded this because they know that if they get to the 8/8 Kraken, they will have also taken 16 damage with Sheoldred out. Improbable Alliance, that is something I definitely want to kill with the Farrakhan's Libation here. And I'm happy to use it, because this can give them really annoying blockers. They might even just let us have this because they've probably got bigger fish to fry later on. Yeah, see, so they'd rather use the 3 mana to counter our Sheoldred. Yeah, makes sense. Bastion. See if we can resolve that. So they might counter this because they know we only have 2 mana left. Oh my. They let us resolve a Bastion, okay. So we just resolved 2 spells in a row, so we technically got away with murder there. Now the thing about blue I'm scared of is of control magic, because we're going to struggle dealing... Although saying that, if they do steal our stuff, we can just make them sack. Seize the spoils, so they're looking for more red sources, I think. But all this without the Riel out means that they're not playing optimally, they're playing suboptimally to go around us, so actually we're winning in terms of, like, board state as well. I mean, yeah, they're controlling. They just don't have any mana in the deck. Seems a bit weird. So they built this with, like, very low mana in mind. Duress. This could be good. It's just going to probably reveal, like, 60,000 counter spells, right? So they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. If they counter this, we can resolve Sheoldred. If they don't counter this, we'll see the hand. Oh my. So, Fateful Showdown. So we get rid of Neutralize then. So now we can resolve anything we like. But I think I want to actually draw first, because I need the mana. Nice, okay. So the tower is going to be great as well, as long as his dude stays alive. See, the thing about their hand is they've got so much blue mana and they've got a hand full of red spells, and until this treasure they couldn't actually cast any of them. Well, they could have cast a couple actually, to be fair. But I still don't really feel safe to cast the Sheoldred just because of the Fateful Showdown. They can deal a lot of damage to us. So now that we've actually got rid of the Neutralize, they could play completely different, because that was their only reactive counter spell. So now they're forced to play proactive, because these are all aggressive cards. So here she comes. So now we're going to get to resolve a Triumph, unless we want to just go for the Despair. Enchantment, Planeswalker. Okay, so they've got another red source. Oh, we're going to gain life whenever they lose life. This is just awesome. Awesome! Don't think we have Sanguine Bond. Didn't have the wild card for it, but don't even need it, I don't think. So if they go for a spell here that discards, then I'm just going to Liliana's Triumph in response, and then that should basically screw them over. So unfortunately they will just get to draw at least one here, but they won't be drawing as many as they thought they would. This says to any target, so sadly this can kill the Ugin as well. God, they drew so many cards there, didn't they? If we had Sheoldred out, it would have been mental there. So they've already played a land. So So now they're going to have discard. See, this is what I mean about the Paducah Bog. Paducah Bog would have got rid of 3 cards in their graveyard, which was starting to annoy me quite a bit. Maybe we do just go for the Ugin rather than Sheoldred. But then we can't recast it, so maybe Sheoldred. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Man, real players are so greedy. Ooh, we can predation as well. I think that's actually a lot more appealing to me. Yeah, let's have a look in their hand and see what we're working with there. They could have a counter spell, but that does get rid of. Oh, okay. Cavalier's got haste. I mean, they've got 2 ways to kill our thing. I think we just get rid of the Cavalier. And then swing in. The reason I go rid of the Cavalier is because it's an easy way for them to deal loads of damage to us when it dies as well, because it deals damage equal to the amount of land in the graveyard, so that does scare me quite a bit. And they've also got Charter Course, which lets them draw 2 cards if they attacked. So they could just kill Sheoldred. Go on then. So we'll go for the Sheoldred. I'm not happy about this, but if they want to kill her now, they're going to have to use this treasure with the lightning axe. So they'll be down another red source. So that's my logic. They can wait till their turn, of course, and then deal with her as they wish. But that will, you know, use time, and time is precious in this format. Also, discarding a card with the lightning axe means they're down 2 cards, which I'm fine with. 2 for 1, and we can recast her. So they did choose to go for the red off the treasure. Nice. Oh, I think my tummy just grumbled there. Not had my dinner tonight. I think I'm going to make prawn linguine. That's the option I have. Well, one of the options. Tell me in the comments below what your favourite pasta is. I think linguine is my favourite pasta. I think it is. It's hard to say. There's a lot of different pasta shapes out there. It's all just shapes at the end of the day, isn't it? It's all just shapes. So they're going for something that doesn't let stuff get countered, but I don't have any counter spells, so... Oh, they're going to get punished so hard here.
With the courage to apply it.
They are going to get punished beyond belief with this Invoke Despair. Wow, they discarded the Fateful Showdown. That is curious. Okay, so they'll get rid of a creature and a Planeswalker. Brutality. Absolute brutality there. And then we'll swing in here. And then we'll cast the Black Market Connections, which is going to be insane. Yeah, I really don't know how they're going to really get around these things we've got. The Exquisite Blood is just pushing us further and further away from their victory point. They must have a really, really good couple of cards in their hand. I guess the Ox of Agonis lets them draw 3 more, but they're going for a Riel. Okay, that's a 9/3. Do they have a way to back her up? Potentially. So let's go for all 3 modes here. Oh wow, okay, so let's test the waters with the Dread Presence. Okay, so that resolves, so we'll get to draw a card here. Or we could just ping them. Let's ping them because it's going to deal double damage with the Exquisite Blood, isn't it? Wow, that's awesome. And then we can even go for the Ugin as well. If this resolves, it's going to be pretty tough for them to get back. They could just have a counter spell of some kind. Is it a negate, perhaps? It's a Tail's End. Okay. Right, so they're at 14. They've got a 10-3. It's pretty ridiculous. If they've got a way to like double the power, they could just win out of nowhere. So if they attack in... yeah, scary. Yeah, now I don't know what to think. They're like a three turn clock we have against us now. So it could have potentially been a mistake to actually try to cast that Ugin there, but didn't really have a choice. We had to establish some kind of... Draw 2 cards. Oh my god. 2-turn clock. Doesn't take much, does it? So they don't really want to go for Ox because they have to exile 8 cards in the graveyard. So maybe this is actually a bit of a non-bow. Who knows? They also have spells big enough to kill any of our creatures, which is not nice for us to see, but 20 cards in the graveyard. They could get rid of... Oh man, this is what I'm talking about. The Bajuka Bog would have been so good to have that later on, but we just needed it. I wonder if they will reduce Riel's power at all. Unless they... I mean, it also could reduce the Magmatic Channeler if they got rid of too many. And it will reduce the power of Beacon Bolt. So, interesting choice having the Ox in there. It is a complete number because you want your graveyard to be huge. But then to include a card that reduces the size of your graveyard is very unusual. It's along the same lines as having a Reanimator deck that exiles stuff in your graveyard. But in this case, it looks like that. Oh my god. They just drew 5 cards. That's crazy. That is crazy. And they still have enough to kill us. I guess all we can do is just put up a slight defense. They lose 2 life for everything they draw here, so we'll see what they can do. Is that an instant or that's a sorcery? So Blitz of the Thunder up to 12 damage. So doing that instant speed, I mean, it doesn't really matter because the trigger's already on the stack. And an Otawara as well. Did they just Otawara the Blood Eyes? That's interesting. They should have Otawara'd. They probably should have bounced the Shapeshifter, really. Because we wouldn't have ever got this back. Man, this is crazy. The Riel's doing all this just from like 2 or 3 little bits of just discard effects, but we just couldn't stop them, could we? Nine, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think they win, don't they? Because they can just Beacon Bolt the 3-2. I still think they should have probably Beacon Bolted the Blood Artist, though. This is going to be Exacties as well. That's going to be... is it going to be 9? Oh no. 21. So they're 4 off. Okay. Is there much we can really do? So we're at 4. So we're basically dead to any of their guys. So we might as well draw, lose, get a treasure. Falconwrath Noble. So whenever the opponent loses life. Well, we definitely want to play the Blood Artist. Is there a way out of this? I don't think there is, to be perfectly honest. Play the Fountain game 2. Is there a way? Let's tap manually here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we do go for the Sheoldred here, and yeah, I don't think we can win. Yeah, completely busted by a Riel. Yeah, it's a shame. She single-handedly basically did all the damage to us, didn't she? Even with the even with Sheoldred's a few triggers. Up to 5. Ah, they've got an extra attacker. Yeah, I didn't even account for that Hall of Storm Giants. Ah, yeah. If that's the case, then they've definitely got this then. Oh, well, we tried. So even if we block the biggest 2, we still take 9. That's a shame. See, if we had more luck, we could have like used the tower, sacrificed the Blood Artist for, let's say, like a 2-mana kill spell. Yeah, that's such a shame, because also oh well. Yeah, it's pretty close though. If you just had another creature or something to maybe absorb the damage, maybe with the black market connections or something, yeah, cool. Still an interesting game. Ooh, okay, putting us first with Athreos. If they kill our creatures, they get control of them. So we want to find ways to destroy enchantments, or we're going to be in a lot of trouble here. They're saying that it doesn't follow to command zone, so they do kill Sheoldred out with Athreos out. Don't think they get it. The foretold a card. This could be Doomscar. Quite likely it is. Mothra. So we want to kill that. We can straight up just murder that with the Triumph. That way they don't get to revive things over and over and over. Beta should be good once we get some life gain going on. Cleansing Nova. It's pretty painful, not gonna lie. Give it the counter spell. And we'll get rid of the presence, because we can't guarantee any lands now. So they could just go for the Athreos here. So they take the turn off to do that. Right, okay, so now we're going to take the turn off. So he drew a land instantly. No, we don't want to use the key. That would be silly. As if the auto tapper wanted me to use that. Right, so we'll leave the counter spell up and see what we got. So the Doomscar? Yeah, thought as much. At least if they Doomscar, they don't get the Sheoldred, because they don't have a counter on her. Sodden Blood. Ah, they're going to lose 6 life from that. Whoa, that's going to hurt. Okay, so now we can go for Let's go for the Citadel. Oof, as if there's a ritual on top. Pretty mad. Well, at least if they do steal the veto, at least we can kill it now with the ritual. Down to 6. Oh, that's pretty grim. Where does this follow it? Dies or exiles. Oh my god, they actually get the veto. That is so grim. Okay, fine. They get to. Oh, that's actually really annoying because they're gonna get it back now, aren't they? Go for the on it as if they had 2 mass board wipes in a row there.
If I won't be given a second chance, I'll make my own.
I'm not happy about that. No way. Okay, so they're gonna. That's mad. They had enough loyalty to actually turn on the. Holy crap.
Same annoyances.
That's actually mad. Okay, so we have to tick up now. Okay, contempt is good. So
come on, there's got to be something useful.
We can ritual. Gets rid of these 2. Veto comes back again. That's actually mad. Okay, so we've got 2 kill spells here. We're going to have to be pretty goddamn careful. So let's just be careful. See where they swing in. So they're going to swing in there and then there. Okay, that kind of works. Kind of works out. So we'll exile the Elender. We'll drain them for 2. So down to 4. So they will get the Elender back. Dude, this is really close. Authority of Consoles. We don't really have any creatures. And an AO. So they played AO with... I think we've got them, haven't we? So let's look at the top 3 cards. Yeah, 2 spells.
I have impeccable
So, yeah, we'll just exile the Athreos, take them down to 2, and then play another spell. Oh, that was really close, though. That was really close. Jeez. Athreos is really strong once they get going. Don't forget to check out more of my videos, and also my Ko-fi donations page. You can donate as little or as much as you want.